Sutton Stracke goes too far during heated Faceoff with Dorit Kemsley in RHOBH preview. Dorit Kemsley is being transparent, honest, and truthful about her life, and that's rubbing some people the wrong way. One such person is her castmate, Sutton Stracke, and we'll see another heated exchange between them in the upcoming episode. The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills cast had plenty to say about the duo's altercation, calling out Sutton for her low blow directed at Dorit. Episode 5, aptly titled High Horses and Low Blow, picks up after the women return from their first cast trip of the season, hosted by Kathy Hilton. The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills cast enjoyed a few days in Oceanside, and the trip wasn't without controversy. Sutton attempted a sisterhood moment on the last night of the getaway, but that went out the window during the ride back home. An argument kicked off between her and Dorit, and viewers are about to find out that their tiff is far from over. Sutton Stracke goes too far during an argument with Dorit Kemsley in the RHOBH sneak peek. A clip for the new episode shows that RHOBH cast at Kyle Richards' Denim and Diamonds party. However, it didn't take long for things to sour at the fancy shindig. In the snippet, it's Dorit versus Sutton as the Southern Belle tells the Beverly Beach star, "You're angry and you're not angry at me, you're angry at your life. Don't take it out on me." The remark shocks even Sutton's bestie Garcelle Beauvais, who gasps at the harsh comment, since they all know Dorit is going through a separation from her husband, Paul P.K. Kemsley. However, Sutton wasn't done throwing shade at Dorit's situation, telling her, "It is not my fault that you are in the position that you're in." The scene flashes to Kyle's shocked expression, and then her confessional, where she exclaims, "Sutton, too far, low blow." Bozoma St. John clocks in and defends Dorit. Dorit's castmates quickly come to her defense, first with Erica Jane telling Sutton not to say things she'll regret. However, it's newbie Bozoma St. John who clocks in after staying quiet all season observing the women and their drama. Bozoma has gotten close to Dorit, and she calls out Sutton's behavior after Dorit admits that her life sucks and she's not in a good place. "We also can't weaponize in moments of vulnerability," says Bozoma as Sutton tries to deny she did any such thing. "You just did though," Bozoma retorts. "When you said, she's not mad at you, she's mad at her life. That's weaponizing." "Yeah, it's low," Erica chimes in. As the glittering cityscape of Beverly Hills shimmers in the backdrop, tensions simmer to a boiling point in the latest preview for The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Fans of the series know that Sutton Stracke, with her charming southern drawl and unfiltered opinions, has been walking a precarious tightrope in her relationships with the other housewives this season, and now it seems she's about to plummet straight into the drama, headfirst. The scene opens at a chic Beverly Hills restaurant, where the ladies have gathered for what was supposed to be a celebratory dinner, but as with most housewives gatherings, the evening quickly veers off course. Crystal chandeliers cast a soft glow over the table laden with haute cuisine, but the tension between Sutton and Dorit Kemsley is anything but subtle. It's palpable, like a storm cloud hanging over their Hermes handbags. Dorit, resplendent in a couture dress that screams, "I'm the epitome of Beverly Hills glamour," is mid-conversation about her latest charitable endeavor when Sutton, seated directly across from her, interrupts with a sharp-edged comment. "That's all well and good, Dorit," Sutton says, her voice tinged with both sarcasm and irritation, "but maybe we should talk about what's really going on here." The table falls silent. Lisa Rinna, ever the pot stirrer even in her absence this season, would have been proud. Kyle Richards shifts uncomfortably in her seat, casting a wary glance at Dorit, whose perfectly sculpted jaw tightens ever so slightly. Erica Jane, sipping her martini with an expression of detached amusement, mutters under her breath, "Here we go." "And what exactly is that, Sutton?" Dorit asks coolly, her British lilt sharper than usual. "Do enlighten me." Sutton doesn't miss a beat. "Oh, I don't know, maybe the fact that you've been going around town questioning my integrity. Making snide little comments to people about how I handle my friendships." Dorit raises an impeccably groomed eyebrow. "If I've said anything, it's because I've been concerned about your behavior, Sutton. You've been erratic lately, and frankly, it's hard to ignore." The word erratic lands like a grenade. Sutton's expression hardens, her Southern Belle veneer giving way to a flash of indignation. "Erratic? Oh honey, You've got some nerve. Coming from someone who spent the better part of this season playing the victim while throwing everyone else under the bus. A collective gasp ripples through the table. Garcelle Beauvais, ever the voice of reason, interjects, "Ladies, maybe we should take a breath. This is supposed to be a nice evening, but Sutton is on a roll." "No, Garcelle, I'm tired of tiptoeing around. Dorit wants to talk about behavior. Fine. Let's talk about hers. Like how she's been conveniently inserting herself into every single drama this group has had just to stay relevant." Dorit's eyes narrow. "Excuse me? Are you accusing me of being calculated? Because that's rich coming from someone who has a meltdown every time the spotlight isn't on her." Kyle, ever the peacemaker, tries to step in. "Guys, let's not do this here. We're in public." But neither Sutton nor Dorit is listening. The tension between them has been building for weeks, and now it's erupting in spectacular fashion. The other diners in the restaurant are beginning to notice, their discreet glances turning into outright stares. "You want to talk about meltdowns, Dorit?" Sutton fires back. "Let's talk about how you made your robbery everyone else's problem last year. We all showed up for you, supported you, and what did we get in return? Backstabbing and judgment." The mention of the robbery, a deeply personal and traumatic event for Dorit, is a low blow. The color drains from Dorit's face, and for a moment, it seems like she might walk away. But instead she leans forward, her voice icy. "How dare you," she says, her tone deadly quiet. "You have no idea what I went through, what my family went through. For you to bring that up in such a callous way says far more about you than it does about me." The table is stunned into silence. Even Erica, who loves a bit of chaos, looks taken aback. Sutton, realizing she may have crossed a line, shifts in her seat but doesn't back down entirely. "I'm not trying to diminish what happened to you," Sutton says, her tone softer but still defensive. "But you can't keep using it as a shield to deflect from your own actions. We're all dealing with our own stuff, Dorit. That doesn't give you a free pass to treat people like dirt." "And what about you?" Dorit snaps back. "You've been playing the victim ever since this group called you out on your behavior. Maybe it's time you take a good hard look in the mirror, Sutton, because you're not as innocent as you like to pretend." Before Sutton can respond, Kyle stands up, her voice firm. "Enough, both of you. This is ridiculous. We're supposed to be friends, or at least civil. Can we just enjoy one dinner without tearing each other apart?" The tension lingers, heavy and oppressive, but Kyle's intervention seems to have at least temporarily quelled the storm. Sutton and Dorit exchange one final glare before retreating into an uneasy silence. The rest of the dinner is a strained affair, with polite conversation that barely masks the underlying animosity. In her confessional, Sutton reflects on the evening, her voice tinged with regret but also defiance. "Maybe I went too far tonight, but sometimes you have to speak your truth, even if it ruffles a few feathers." Dorit needed to hear it, whether she likes it or not. Meanwhile, Dorit's confessional offers a different perspective. "Sutton crossed a line tonight. She brought up something deeply personal and used it against me. That's not a friend. That's someone who's looking for a fight." As the preview ends, it's clear that the fallout from this confrontation will ripple through the rest of the season. Alliances will be tested, friendships will be fractured, and the drama that fans live for will reach new heights. One thing is certain: Beverly Hills has never been so explosive.